What's going on, guys? It's Techno, and we are coming at you with the power rankings, but I'm not alone.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Vegetarian Fats here, back at it,
Yeah.
and we're gonna rank some players today for Kanto.
Uh
Go
huh.
ahead.
So on the screen right now, in case you're just looking at this and you don't want to watch the whole analysis, this is my rankings. Pause it right here if you want to see it. Here and this is Veg rankings. We're probably going to be joined later by Josh. So for now, we're just going to start with the number 12 pick. All three of us have Dylan as our number 12. So John Zvej, since you have beef with Dylan, uh, you should start us off.
Alrighty. Well, I honestly think that this is the toughest season that Kanto has ever had. There's some really great players in there, and I don't think Dylan can hang around these guys. Honestly, this with good players moving up, such as Mayo and Hound looking to make a comeback.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure that Mayo can or my bad,
Yeah,
Dylan
Dylan.
can come out with a good record.
Another thing, Dylan is probably the least consistent player in the entire NBA. If he can come out there with a really good season, he's not gonna do well next season. It's a proven fact. He also sticks to spike stack, which, as some of us know, not the most reliable thing in the world, especially in this format when it can be easily beatable. And last season
You know, wait a minute, hold up. Unless you're running Skull Feed, I just had to throw that out there, right there.
well, besides last season where he took over Alex's team, which was not a spike stack team, and he actually did very good with it. He sticks to spike stack, and that could be his downfall. I can see him kind of trying to get up there, but I don't see him having a great season, honestly. So let's move on to your number 11, my number 10, Big Easy. So, I put him at number 11 because no, you put him at number 11. I put him at number 10 because he's really he used to be a really good player. I've been in leagues with him before, but I feel like he's rusty. He did really good in Kalos last season, but ever since he got 6-0'd in the championship, he's been more how do I say it? He's been more down on himself. He's been less confident, and that could come back to bite him in the butt this season. Anything you would like to say on him?
Oh yeah, of course. Well, Easy. He is a fantastic player. All credit to him for beating me in the semis. But he is a wild player. And that's for sure. He's one of those players who could go out and he could ultimately have a playoff season. But for now, with my predictions, I think I got to stick bottom two coming back to Kalos.
Yeah, and I sometimes team build with him, and he's just very good at analyzing the opponent's team. So I think that's going to be something that's going to help him a lot in Kanto here. But yeah, same thing with you. He's probably not going to drop back down, but I don't see him getting to playoffs. It's hard to tell who's going to drop back down this season, and I'm just hoping it's not me, honestly. Uh,
Shut up. Honestly.
all right, so my number 11, your number 10. We have the Bronx Weaviles. Josh has him at number 9. What do you think about the Bronx Weaviles?
Well, Hound, he is a fantastic player. One of these people that I've known for probably the longest time. I've known him for over a year now. And last season, his showing obviously wasn't the greatest, but I think he can turn around a little bit. This is really good. It's more of a coin toss for me. Will he come out and show and prove us all wrong, or will he come out and have another pretty poor season? He's just like Easy. He can be a top 5 player, or he can be a bottom 5 player. It really all depends.
Right, and so I watched his draft analysis last season. He, and I quote, said, "I didn't really pick a team that synergizes well. I picked a team of Mons that I like." I think that's kind of his season 4 championship coming back and saying, "Hey, you've already proved what you have to prove. You can just kind of relax for now." And that's a fine mindset, but if he wants to push the title, he's going to have to push harder, and I think that's why he's ranked so low here. So, number 9.
Exactly.
Number 9, we have the person who we probably want to shit talk the most. We have the Australian Aegis Lashes. I have him at number 9. You have him at number 9. Josh has him at number 11. So, Mayo, he uses two things. He uses fat and more fat. So, basically, he tries to but the thing about him is we all kind of take away from him because he is a very bulky player. But I've seen him in EBT. He can utilize offensive threats such as Kieran Black, Diggersby, Mega Blastoise, which is more defensive, but he can use them very well. I think he's more versatile than people give him credit for. But yeah, Mayo, I can see this being a good season for him in Kanto, but I think he's going to be driven by the fact that he doesn't want to relegate back down, because that probably sucked for him and he was probably disoriented by it, but he just went right back up. And yeah, I'm excited to see how Mayo uses his draft this season. Hopefully he doesn't draft the same Pokemon that he always drafts, because he does that a lot, and that's just something that's not going to happen in Kanto effectively.
All right, Tiger, I'm gonna let you catch your breath there. So I think that Mayo is, for as crap as I give him, he is a excellent player. At the end of the day, when it boils down to it, he is a threat.
Yeah.
So I think he could be honestly placed anywhere from 8. I'd say probably anywhere around the 7, 8, 9 range. He's just a really good player, and he's like you said, he's very versatile, a lot more versatile than people give him credit for. He's coming off an EBT championship, which actually means something, unlike a Kalos championship,
Yeah, and his EBT championship, he beat A12, Wyatt, and someone else, I don't remember. He beat them all in the same league, and it was insane.
Exactly. So, alrighty, that's a pretty good one for Mayo. Let's move on.
Let's move on to Sam. We all have him at number 8. Zvej, I'm gonna let you start this one. Why do you think he is number 8?
Sam, honestly, he was very streaky last season, but I believe that he drafts himself. If he can come out with a good draft, he can be a threat. Honestly, when he plays at his best, he's pretty unstoppable.
Yeah.
But when he plays at his worst, he's an easy dub all day.
Yeah, because Sam, he is Jesus drafter, and okay, I'm just gonna say it. His team last season was the shittiest thing I've ever seen. He drafted.
It literally made me want to drink bleach.
He drafted Charizard, Y, and Ninetales. You don't need them on the same team. But okay. But he only used that for 2 games, luckily. So, Sam, he's a very good battler. I feel like he's getting less predictable each day, and he's beaten me a fair number of times. One of those times because of a certain mishappening, but oh hey, isn't it funny that he's the Metagross and Agility misplay and the Blastoise choke in the same? Never mind.
Hey, you know what? That honestly was probably the greatest play I've ever made in my life. The Meteor Mash really allowed me to secure only a 2-0 loss, which is just fantastic.
Yeah, we have to give you credit for that. Okay. Sam, very good battler. Always changes his team name. Fun thing. But yeah, he's a really good drafter. Besides the Sun team, in EBT when I was with him, he got Manaphy, Landorus T, Salamence, Mamoswine. He gets so many threats, and he knows how to use them all so well. So I think he's really versatile. I can see him doing a lot this season, like he did last season where he took Dylan's 0-2 record, brought it up to playoffs, and yeah, that was just great. So, for our next guy, I have Dom, you have Wyatt. Do you want to start us off with Wyatt?
Yeah, I'll start us off with Wyatt, and let's get to Dom at the end, actually, because he's one that's going to be pretty heated.
Okay.
So let's go with Wyatt right now. Okay, so this is where 7 and up is where the truly, really amazing players start to show. Like you see Wyatt, he is a person that can go 8-4 all day, every league. But at the end of the day, this is the most competitive season that Kanto has ever had, and I don't know how he's gonna stack up against this.
So I have him at number 5. Reason being, so he's a very smart drafter, and he, unlike Dylan, is probably the most consistent player that I have seen in the NBA besides A12. Um, he like I've seen him in other leagues. He gets to championships, playoffs. He gets everywhere, and he's got 2 titles under his belt. He almost had 1 title under his belt, which I stole from him. But he's very very talented in the format.
Oh, humble brag. Oh my god, that hurt me. Oh, okay, continue.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's talented in the format. I don't put him any higher than number 5 because I think the people that I put ahead of him can do a little bit better than him, but I think that he has what it takes to basically just be a top competitor.
Exactly. Year in, year out, he's always a top competitor. Unlike some people like myself and Dylan, But at the end of the day, I could foresee playoffs for him.
Yeah, definitely, since he just like always makes them. Um,
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 6 is number 1. No, your number 6 is number 1 on mine. So let's move on to me. So I'm not going to talk about myself. I put myself dead in the middle for obvious reasons. What do you have to say about me? You can shit talk me all you want.
All right. Well, to start off, you are straight ass. Honestly,
Yeah.
pretty garbage.
Yeah, he really sucks.
Really, no reason to be in Kanto. Honestly.
Yeah, I just got put there.
Yep. Okay, but on a more serious note, you are probably the best team prepper in the NBA. If not top 3, And year in, year out, you're pretty consistent making the playoffs. If only you don't get 6-0'd by Rob the Goat and
Metachan. Fuck
and
Metachan.
honestly, if you draft Moss that you are comfortable with, I could foresee you picking up another title this season.
Yeah, I will go for it. So want to move on to Dom?
Are you want to go to Dom right now?
Yeah, I have him at number 7. You have him at number 4. So you are hyping up Dom a lot. So why don't you start with him?
All right. Well, okay. Let's just start by saying Dom is a god. Honestly, he is the sleeping giant of Kanto. I think he is unbeatable when he plays his best, and at his worst, he is tough.
It's proven that he's unbeatable when he plays his best.
He has made these god plays all the time. He 6-0 3 top Kalos competitors. He is just amazing. When I first saw him play, I thought, oh my god, this guy, he is gonna go far.
Yeah, and the fact that he went right up to Kanto, that's just another indication of his skill. I see him all over YouTube, just like someone else I know. But instead of that someone else I know, he doesn't post comments about how the coach gave him terminal cancer. If you know what I'm saying. But basically, yeah, he's just a very good battler, very good prepper. And this season he's going to get a team that he actually drafts. That's going to be scary because he has shown that he knows what he's doing. He went 4-7 in Kanto last season. That's because he took over a team with no wins, got 4 wins with that team, and the team wasn't that good. It was the replacement for Sam's Sun team. So if that doesn't spell it out, then I don't know what does. But yeah, I'm excited to see how he does this season.
Yeah, ultimately he's my dark horse for a championship this year.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to Rob. Since I have Emmanuel at number 4, you have him at number 1. So let's move on to Rob.
Alrighty.
So Rob,
go ahead.
Rob, when he's just really into it, he 6 those people. Not gonna say who, but he does them. He 6 those people in very important matches, and he's basically just a very good, strong battler. His prediction game is kind of like Wyatt's, to the point where he doesn't predict every turn, but he predicts when he has to, and he knows what plays he has to make. And I really like that about his battling. I think that he is going to be a strong competitor this season. Last season, he got himself back into the winning of playoffs, as he hasn't done since season 4. So I'm excited to see how he does. He ends positive in every single league I've been in with him, and it's just going to be hype.
Yep. All right, so that is Josh, coming in saying he's almost on. Probably not. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, so mine for Rob. He is a perennial powerhouse. He is like Wyatt, but no offense, Wyatt to you, but he is like a step up. He always comes to play. And like you said, when he gets into it, he is a monster. But
like
you see in the EBT with him and Victini, who can stop it? Not me, not you.
I stopped
God knows. I don't know.
I stopped it.
Shut up.
Okay. All right. Is that all you have to say?
So, yeah. That's really all I have to say. Rob's play really speaks for itself. There's not much I can go on about.
All right. Since neither of us put A12 as our number 1, we both put him as number 2. Let's talk about A12. You want to start or should I start?
Yeah, you can go first.
All right. A12 is Jesus. That's it. I played against him. The only way I beat him was in the EBT, where I brought this Focus Punch Sneasel, and the other infamous one, which I'm not even gonna say because you should already.
You should really stop bragging. You know what? I'm gonna walk over there and smack you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I know. Go on. I know. Okay. So he's just really good at prepping. He only needs like 2 seconds to make his plays, and I kind of feel like he might be a robot, because he spends like 2 seconds prepping, builds these god teams, then he spends like 2 seconds like battling, and then he's just like a god. Like, that's all I have to say. He drafts a similar Pokemon every time, but he basically just knows what he's saying. Or not saying, doing, but yeah. A12 probably coming back with another killer season, and I can wait because that means my season is not going to be killer, but yeah.
Alright, so I think A12 will have a very good season as well, as long as his, A12 luck doesn't strike.
Yeah.
He's finally gotten the elusive 4th ring. Yeah, count that on your fingers, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4. And honestly, like you said, he is just a lord. He's beaten Emmanuel, who had a great season last season.
Yeah, probably the best season in the entire MBA ever, 11-1.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if he drafts his staples, who can stop him? We saw in this playoffs that nobody can stop him. Hey, you know what? That electric zebra, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen?
Fuck.
All right.
Okay, you finally got back at me for my bragging, but all right. So, do you want to talk about Emmanuel or DD first?
Let's go with DD. What rank did you have him at?
I have him at number 1. So you can get into why you have him so low, and then I'll get into why I have him at number 1.
All right. So my reasoning for having him so low is he's coming off a long break. He's a fantastic player. He's improved so much, even though he's so good, he has improved a lot. And once again, kind of like the same situation with Wyatt and Dylan. I don't know if he can compete with this level of competition after being away for so long.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But okay, here's why I have him at number 1. So this kind of like was based off of a memory I had of him. Basically, he brought a team against me twice. Twice I battled him, and I put him in a really bad position for both of those battles. Yet still, with his like genius prep, he still came back, kicked my ass. Like, this dude always has a plan for how he's going to win the battles, and I see him just being a powerhouse this time. I feel like he's getting better every season, and that might be an overstatement because, like, I haven't seen him every season, but I know I have seen him every season, like, to say, because I've seen his replays. I kind of watched everyone's replays, and
Nerd.
What?
Never mind.
Continue. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, whatever. So basically, and I think he's going to do very well this season. I can see this being his season because he's coming off the break. He came off of a loss and then went on the break, so I feel like he might be more determined to just win everything. We don't see him in chat too much anymore because college and But we don't know because he might be secretly planning to kick all of our asses. You never know.
Secretly, that's not such a secret there, bud.
Yeah. All right. So since you started with DD, I'll start with Emmanuel. Emmanuel, he is basically so he comes off the best season in like NBA history, 11-1 in Kanto, insane. Gets like 2 6-0s, killed everyone except for A12. Um, he's just like the definition of God, and
Literally,
yeah,
the definition.
the reason I have him so low is because and it's not even so low. It's number 4. The reason I have him low is because he clings on to Lopunny, Landorus, and Hoopa. He tells about how he clings on to them in the chats and stuff. So I feel like if he gets sniped, he might not have the power that he had this season. In semifinals, he almost beat A12, but Fury Cutter Skuntank basically killed him, and now I can see him coming back, but he wants to be in Kalos. Why I don't know, but I do know because it's just gonna be an interesting season for him, and I didn't want to put him at number 1 because of that.
Hey, so I can definitely see where you're coming from. I was rethinking this as I was writing out my thoughts. His draft last year was just monstrous. There was nobody who could stop that thing. And if he decides to throw this season, then you know what? I made a mistake putting it at number 1. But, however, if he can get as good of a draft as he had last season, if he can just go out and put on a show, then there's no reason why he isn't the best batter in the NBA right now.
Yeah, that's true. My voice just went all the way down. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick overview of kind of what Josh did, and then I will kind of close out the video. So he had the same about top. We had the same 12 through 8. He put Dom at 7, kind of like me. Then he put me at number 4.
Idiot.
What? Yeah, he put me at number 4. Why in hell he put me at number 4? I don't know. It's because I'm God. He put Emmanuel at number
Barely.
2. He put A12. He put A12 at number 1 because A12, and then Rob at number 3 for the same. So that's going to be it for today's power rankings. I hope you all enjoyed this. We'll be coming back next week with. We're still going to decide if we're coming back with post draft or what's it called? Just after week 1. So hope you all enjoyed. Zved, do you want to say anything before closing out?
I'd like to say something. For all my Kalos friends out there, you guys best watch out. I smell blood, and I'm coming for you.
You also smell dicks. Okay, bye-bye.